I just met some swing experts from the garden, but they're way too small. They can't even beat a spider. Good thing my finger got there in time. I saved them. Ah, that was careless. Kinda dirty, should have used a stick instead. What kind of twisted thing is that, anyway? All 9 of us sages joined forces, but we still couldn't stop the chaos demon Pearl. And yet he destroyed it in an instant. Thank you, Senior, for saving us. May I ask which ruler you are from the immortal realm? We are cultivators who ascended from the lower world. If you don't mind, Senior, I'd like to join your sect. Please take us in, Senior. This isn't just a heaven-sent opportunity, but also our only chance to survive in the immortal realm. All the other ascenders around the world tree are proof of that, even though they're pretty good-looking. Still, please let us stay, Senior. Even being a servant by your side would be fine. Sect leader? I'm just an ordinary person, with a terminal illness, barely surviving. I don't have any sect, nor am I any kind of ruler. It's just a normal thing to say. But to these tiny folks, it's like thunder booming. They're even more scared now, and all start begging on their knees. Please let us stay, Senior. We'd be honored to serve you, even if we can't become disciples. I'm really not someone important, but don't worry, I'll do my best to protect you. As for serving me, let's talk about that later. The other little folks all nod along quickly. In their eyes, I'm definitely super powerful. Being by my side is a huge honor for them. It actually seems pretty fun to watch these two groups play. It'd be a waste if bugs or animals wiped them out again. That'd be a real shame. I'm not really someone important, but I will do my best to keep you safe. Hearing my promise, the tiny folks finally feel like they have a place in this world. They relax, and soon all pass out from exhaustion. What going on? Don't tell me they just died. I reached out to touch them, but worried I'd squish them with my strength. So I first freed the ones caught in spider webs and helped them out. Told them to check on their unconscious friends. Go take a look over there. What's up with your friends? Yes, understood. Reporting immortal. They're okay. It's just the fight with the chaos beast took too much out of them. They're low on energy now, so they passed out. To put it simply, they fainted from hunger, right? That's pretty much it. So Chen Fen took out half a piece of bread from her pocket. Nothing else to offer. Just half a piece of bread. You guys can make do with this. Chen Fen put the bread on the ground, but from the tiny folks' point of view, her movements were way too impressive. Her whole arm looked like a giant pillar. When she lowered that big hand with the bread, it was like a meteor crashing down. That kind of power is insane. In the lower world, she could probably wipe out a country with just a slap. Thanks for your gift, Immortal. We can't thank you enough. No need to be so polite. Eat. Take your time. After eating, the little folks got their strength back. Now they could fly slowly again. This is really fun. It's like having a bunch of tiny pets. Full and satisfied, the little folks decided to get closer. Maybe if they talk more, they can join the Immortal sect. Thank you for saving our lives, Immortal. We swear to follow you, no matter what. Don't worry about sharing just half a piece of bread. By the way, it's pretty dangerous here for you guys. You might get attacked by bugs or small animals. How about I move you to a safer place? We'll go wherever you say, Immortal. Chen Feng picked them up gently in her hands and walked into the house. But as soon as she took them about 3 meters from the tree, the little folks started shriveling up fast. Their life force drained quickly. Immortal! Oh no, what's happening? Better put them back first. Seems like you guys can't leave the trees area. Not being able to join Cheng Feng's sect made the little folks feel disappointed, but they had to accept it. They're just too weak and can't leave the world tree. Looks like this tree is something special. Is our world really getting spiritual energy now? Chen Feng posted her questions on forums and message boards. And soon she got a bunch of replies. Anyone spot some flying little people around your house? Like those cultivator sword immortals from the stories. Or maybe some demon queens or fairy girls. Any female cultivators among those little ones you mentioned? If there are, can you check their bodies for us? Yeah, look at the fairy girl's brain. See if their bodies are just like ours. None of the answers were helpful. Not a bit of help. So if Earth isn't really getting spiritual energy, then those tiny folks in my garden, does that mean they're only here with me? The next day, I went back to the garden. Didn't expect that after just one night. The tiny folks had already built their own dens. Pretty amazing. Whoa, are they training now? If I could learn some cultivation power, maybe my illness could be cured. Immortal, you're here. Just wanted to ask, can you teach me your cultivation technique? Senior Immortal, isn't it weird to want our cultivation methods? It's just that you're so powerful, Immortal. Are you dumb? Maybe she just wants to see, you know? No, I'm really hoping to learn your cultivation. Here's the thing, this world doesn't have any techniques. But your way seems interesting to me, so I want to give it a try. I see. But we don't know your body constitution, Immortal. Our methods are all different for each type of body. So it's better if we just give you all the techniques and let you choose, Senior. We can pass on our techniques, following their instructions. Feng lowered her head. The Kunlun fairy first taught her the Kunlun sword. Method: placing a tiny light into Feng's eye. Right away, the light turned into cultivation power and entered Feng's mind. Very detailed, I get some of it. But it's also kind of fuzzy. Well, Immortal, did you feel anything at all? Guess I was just overthinking. No way those cultivation methods could work for someone who's about to die like me. It's alright, just do your best. And let fate decide. Don't blame yourselves. You haven't let me down. Seems like Senior is really a nice person. Alright, that's enough for now. You guys keep up your training. I'm off to get some things done. Wait, Senior. Maybe there's one more technique that suits you. The Kunlun fairy's technique still has some flaws. But immortals can give it a try too. Maybe an immortal's physique is special, because that technique is the result of our 9 sages' lifetime of effort. If you're willing, you can give it a go. After all, you won't live much longer anyway. Might as well take a chance now. Who knows? Things might turn around. Then teach me the technique. Alright, Immortal, please sit down. Formed without impurity, born knowing the way of heaven. The meridians connect smoothly, like vast rushing waves. Unlike before, where nothing happened, this technique entered my mind and felt instantly enlightening. This technique is really unique. It's like it came alive. It fits with me perfectly. It's actively helping me. Following the method, I regulate my breathing. Fen feels a warm energy in his lower belly. A wave of warm blood, moving everywhere with my will. First it circles inside my belly, then flows to my limbs and bones. After one circulation, the heat returns to my danshin. It feels as good as a $288 full body massage. This technique works. I can actually cultivate with it. As long as you can cultivate, that's great. That shows our value. From now on, the relationship between us won't just be Feng powering things alone. This benefits our survival a lot. I can't believe it's already dark. I just did one cycle of circulation, and a whole day passed. No wonder they say a day in an immortal's cave is 1,000 years outside. Plus, I can truly feel my body's getting better. My strength, lung capacity, blood, all improved a bit. Even the after effects of Owl's seem a little better. If I keep this up, my cancer might actually be cured someday. Immortal, your speed at learning is impressive. Normal people would need much more time. So what's my cultivation level now? Did I break through to key refining level 1? From their reaction, I'm definitely not at key refining yet. Don't feel bad, Immortal. There's not much spiritual energy in this world. Or maybe the rules here are different than the lower realm. Slow progress is normal. As long as you feel stronger, that's what matters. The rest isn't that important.
Cultivation takes a long time.
It needs patience. Getting healthier is already a win. At least there's a way to deal with incurable diseases. After everything that's happened these days, I've learned something. Compared to life and death, everything else is small stuff. Doesn't matter if it's a breakup or losing someone. Or losing your job. Break up? You can find someone new. Lose your job? Get another one. Lose friends? Make more. Only life can be replaced. Once it's gone, it's gone. Suddenly, Chun Fen's stomach growls. Let me grab some food. Wait here. After he finishes, Chun Fen heads straight for the kitchen. He boils 3 big bowls of noodles and fries up 10 eggs, finishing all the noodles he had. He gives a bit to the little people, but the rest goes into Chun Fen's stomach. Even then, he's only about 80% full. All the food's gone. I'll have to figure something out tomorrow. I'll go buy some daily necessities on the street. It's been 2 months since I broke up with my ex. Today I feel the best I've ever felt. Maybe. This is the happiest I've been in years. Back when I was with Suyi, things were always mentally draining, and I was exhausted from overwork. Honestly, I wasn't really happy. Maybe breaking up was for the best for both of us. It really was the right choice. A full belly. Chang Feng's not lost anymore. Just goes to sleep. Looking forward to cultivating more tomorrow. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, Suyi is wide awake fuming. Chang Feng is so clingy. We already broke up, and he still won't leave me alone. My parents think this will make me go back to him. But this only makes me dislike him even more. I'll never ever forgive him for what he did. And I won't go back. One day, Shan Fen woke up at dawn, went to the town to buy groceries, then went home to keep cultivating. He was obsessed with getting healthier from cultivation. Today, 1 cycle was a whole hour faster than yesterday. Looks like as my body gets stronger, I can do more cycles. In the future, the time for each circulation will keep getting shorter. I'm already stronger than before. After a few more days, I'll probably be back to normal. Immortal. Your cultivation speed is remarkable. You're a once-in-a-generation talent. You're exaggerating. Honestly, I know. There's still a long way to go. You're too humble, Immortal. But the other little folks agree. Chang Feng's talent is just insane. In just 2 days, his presence is already overwhelming. This kind of progress makes them truly believe he's a genius. And it's not just empty flattery. Anyway, dinner time. I bought some meat today, so let's add something nice for dinner. He cooks up white rice in the kitchen, scrambles tomatoes with eggs, stir-fries beef with peppers, and makes cabbage and tofu soup. All simple home-cooked dishes. He brings the food to the veggie patch to eat together with the little folk. They don't eat much, so most of it goes into Chun Fen. Still not enough fuel. Looks like I'll need to get more high-protein food next time. Like beef. Chun Fen's annoyed that there's not enough energy in the food. But the little folk are all flushed and red-faced, totally overheated. This food energy is too much for us. I can barely take it. This meal's way more nourishing than the last. Are you guys okay? It's just a simple plate of scrambled eggs with tomatoes and a basic beef stir-fry. And they're about to explode. That's a bit dramatic. Immortal, don't worry. We just overate. We'll be fine once we digest. Actually, this is a good chance for us.
If we can digest it.
Our strength will grow more too. No wonder it's the immortal realm. Anything here is a powerful tonic. It makes you recover fast, boosts your cultivation. But if you eat too much, you'll get stuffed. Immortals usually eat these. No wonder their bodies are so scary strong. Just their raw strength can crush anything. There's still so much here we don't know. What kind of world is this, really? I just can't figure it out. What kind of beings live here? The 9 little guys struggle to get up. They sit cross-legged on the ground. They focus on digesting the food.
10 minutes later.
The little guys finally absorb the power inside. The nameless sword immortal wakes up first. So, how do you feel? Chun Feng's booming voice explodes overhead, echoes across the sky. Thank you for your concern, immortal elder. I'm good. I not only absorbed the power, my cultivation has improved a bit. Back in the lower realm, we hit a wall. Didn't expect coming here to the immortal realm. That wall finally cracked. Thanks for the generous gifts, immortal elder. I'm really grateful. It's just daily food. But the little guys treat it like magic pills. Their goals are kinda low. The little gods and demons wake up one by one. They feel the power surging inside them. So happy, can't help it. They all got stronger. Chunfeng feels it too. The aura on these little guys. Ah, the aura. I can't notice anything. But their glow got brighter. So I guess they're stronger. But for some reason, I feel like I could still crush them with one finger. When Chunfeng sees they're awake, no need to guard them now. They chatted for a while. The little guys are super thankful to Chunfeng. But Chunfeng doesn't care much. He just does his own thing. He planned to keep cultivating. But if he completes another cycle, it'll be midnight. Gotta rest. That's important. So he drops the idea. Now with nothing to do, he grabs a hoe and digs up the yard. I'm stronger now. Way more powerful. Before cultivating, just cutting grass wore me out. Now digging is so easy. Who knows? Maybe my illness is gone too. If I get some time, I gotta get checked at the hospital.
Next.
Chunfeng dug up all the land around the house. Others cultivating fight people, monsters, fight heaven, earth, fight fate. Chasing the great path. Risking everything on a lonely bridge. It's brutal. But I'm just digging my yard as a cultivator. If people heard, they'd laugh at me. Luckily, seems nobody cultivates here. Only me, for the next few days. He keeps cultivating, clearing weeds, digging except around the house. There's still lots of abandoned land nearby. Feels super productive every day. Uncle's family visits sometimes. Never stay long. Others never come. No messages on my phone. Chunfeng keeps getting stronger. But he's frustrated. Still hasn't broken through key gathering level 1. Whatever, let it be. But as I keep training, my appetite gets bigger and bigger. Time to stock up again. Seeds, rice, veggies, meat, dairy. Chunfeng writes a shopping list. I need to buy a lot. No way I can carry it all myself. I'll need to borrow Uncle's car. He closes the list. Chunfeng heads to Uncle's place. Hey, a bill came from a hospital in town today. Says Xiaofeng is sick.
It's cancer.
He doesn't have much time left. No wonder he moved back to the village. So it's not just about breaking up with Su Yi. Wonder if Su Yi's family knows. Who cares if they know? Xiaofeng is our family. No one else needs to worry. After you're done unloading, go check on Xiaofeng. He's probably not doing well. Poor kid. Really unlucky. Got seriously sick. And no one's around. Hey, let's go see Xiaofeng together later. He's so miserable. Lost his parents young. And now Chunfeng has no clue what uncle and aunt are debating. He's heading to their house. He doesn't feel like he's suffering. Actually, he's been really happy lately. Free from work. Really found himself. Totally relaxed. Help! Help! Somebody hurry. Can someone help me? Chunfeng panics. Runs into the yard. He sees uncle trapped by a flipped over three-wheeler loaded with corn stalks. He's completely buried underneath. Only his head pokes out. Uncle is super anxious. Doesn't think about anything else. Rushes forward. Xiaofeng, is that you? Go get help. You're just one person. Aunt hasn't finished speaking. Chunfeng squats down. Grab the overturned base of the three-wheeler. It actually lifts off the ground. Chunfeng rolls it over. Uncle, are you okay? Xiaofeng, You... Wasn't he supposed to be sick? Does he look sick to you? Or how is he so strong now? He just pulled and flipped the vehicle. He really overturned the three-wheeler. That thing with all the corn stalks. Must weigh 400 to 500 pounds. Chunfeng just rolled it over. The key part is, the hospital's critical notice said he had a bad illness. He's supposed to be super weak. And over time...
He should barely be able to walk.
Until he dies. But this Chunfeng right here doesn't look sick at all. He's healthier than ever. That was an emergency. Chunfeng didn't hesitate, so he showed his strength. Anyway, he never planned to hide it. Uncle, are you okay? I'm fine. My foot just got pressed a little. Didn't hit anything serious? No need to worry. How about we still go to the hospital to check it out? The registration and checkup aren't expensive. I'm totally fine. Nothing hurts. I just couldn't move because I was stuck. Our Cheng family is just tough like that. What are you even worried about? Uncle moved his body a bit. It's clear he's really okay. That made Chunfeng finally breathe easy. Xiaofeng, you're crazy strong. You rushed over just now so fast. Flip the tricycle in one go. That thing's not light, you know. Where'd you get all that strength? Yeah, Xiaofeng. How are you so strong? This tricycle really is heavy.
Takes at least 3 or 4 people to lift it.
Maybe I was just born strong. No way, I'm telling them about cultivating immortality. At least not right now. Otherwise, Uncle and Aunt would think I'm nuts. By the way, Uncle, you just said our Cheng family is strong and sturdy, right? So me having this strength is normal, isn't it? You brat, you need a lesson. Still got the nerve to clap back at me. Uncle, please don't hit me. I never got a spanking from you when I was a kid. Now I'm grown up. If you hit me now, I'll totally lose face. Xiaofeng, seriously. Are you sick or something? Is it cancer? Did the hospital say your days were numbered? Is that why you came home? Kid, you've suffered enough. Why not come stay with us? I know you're tough, but we're your family. With family, there's no such thing as being a bother or not. If you come over, we can look out for each other. Yeah, Xiaofeng, don't try to tough it out alone. We're always here for you. Uncle's family always gives me warmth I don't expect. Uncle, Aunt, really, don't worry about me. I'm super healthy. Do I look sick at all? See? I'm really fine. I just flipped something over 400 pounds like it's nothing. Who ever heard of a sick person doing that?
But
But the hospital sent us a critical notice. A critical condition notice? They even send those to people's homes? Pretty sure that's not how it's done. Well, whatever. Uncle's family really did learn about my illness. But now my sickness is under control. I'm cultivating immortality now. Cancer is nothing to me. Before, there was nothing I could do. Now, it's not a problem anymore. Maybe it was a scam or mix-up. Look at me, I'm clearly alive and well. If I'm considered sick with this much energy, then nobody's normal in this world. Uncle, Aunt, you really don't need to worry. I'm doing great. I just came home because I'm tired of city life. Wanted to experience living in the countryside. Uncle and Aunt looked at each other for a while before. So you're really not sick? Or are you just saying that so we don't worry? Just so we'll be at ease? I'm so healthy, it's crazy. And look, if I did have any serious illness, if it ever became your problem, I'd totally let you know. Oh, good, that's good. When we got the news, we almost died of shock. We were going to check on you after finishing with the corn stalks. It's such a relief you're okay. Uncle and Aunt finally felt at ease. Those scammer doctors are awful. Can't believe they tried to trick us, bastards. The two of them grumbled, complaining about the hospital. But now that they're sure you're fine, they're happy again. Uncle, Aunt, just tell me if you need help with anything. I'll do it all at once. It's rare that I'm here. Oh, no need. Xiaofeng, you're still young. No need to do heavy work. Let your uncle handle it. I'm already 27, 28, and you still think I'm a kid? But I guess in the eyes of elders, the younger ones are always kids. Cheng Feng insisted on helping. With his strength, he quickly finished a load of corn stalks. Seeing that, Uncle really started to believe Cheng Feng wasn't sick. So he stopped being polite. Would be a waste not to use that strength. Just so happens the stone mill at home fell over and I can't lift it on my own. Give me all the heavy jobs, I got it. Cheng Feng chuckled. He just picked up a millstone weighing over 500 pounds by himself. Our Cheng family really is built tough. Not only are we capable, but we're super strong too. Before I started cultivating, forget lifting the millstone. Even getting on the bed was hard for me. Looks like I've really been evolving lately. After he saw they weren't worried, Cheng Feng borrowed the vehicle to shop in town. He finished the shopping list, returned the vehicle to Uncle's place, and went back home to cultivate. After finishing a full cycle, it was just past 4 p.m. My cultivation speed has at least doubled. Now I can finish more than 2 cycles every day. After practicing, Chang Feng just arrived at the vegetable garden and saw Kunlun Fairy and Nameless Sword Immortal about to spar. Kunlun Fairy, we were the first to break through. Let's spar a bit, see what we've learned lately. Let's just go easy, okay? This Kunlun Fairy is really stunning. Her figure is amazing. Neither the phone-filtered influencers nor superstars with no bad angles can compare to Kunlun Fairy's beauty. Only issue is she's just too tiny. Sure, I've wanted to see Nameless Sword Immortal's skills for a long time. Last time we fought was in the lower realm. Back then we exchanged just one move across a huge distance. Since then, I've wanted a proper fight with you. Kunlun Fairy is really tough. She built the powerful Kunlun sect in the lower realm. And it wasn't just because of her beauty. Everyone down there calls her the top woman of all time. Sorry for offending you. 10,000 swords. The Nameless Sword Immortal turns one sword into thousands. A dense swarm of tiny white swords emerge from behind his head like wind, sweeping toward Kunlun Fairy, covering the sky. Kunlun, Immortal Technique. Kunlun Fairy forms a hand seal. A huge glowing orb surrounds her, with all kinds of immortal runes swirling on it. Kunlun Fairy's attack has a bit more variation than last time with the spider. But those runes and the strength boost are barely noticeable. With their current power, they still can't beat the spider that hunted them before. Under the small tree, Kunlun Fairy and the Nameless Sword Immortal are locked in fierce battle. The Sea of Swords tries to overwhelm Kunlun Fairy, but those flying swords, when they hit Kunlun Fairy's rune shield, are all knocked away, or just shatter and break apart. Kunlun Immortal Technique, Azure Dragon. A beast shaped like an azure dragon charges out from Kunlun Fairy's rune shield and slams into the Nameless Sword Immortal. Kunlun Fairy really gained a lot. After speaking, the Nameless Sword Immortal forms a sword gesture and weaves a complex seal. King Xuan Sword Dao Unleashed. A finger-sized fiery sword forms in front of him. The giant sword and the azure dragon collide fiercely. Boom! Both shatter at the same time. The Nameless Sword Immortal and Kunlun Fairy are blasted away by the explosion. I guessed right. You're not from that time, but a supreme of old reborn. Unless something unexpected happened. You must be Sword Sage Li King Xuan, one of the ancient supremes. The Nameless Sword Immortal's energy carries a supreme's aura from ancient times. That was when Kunlun Fairy, in her youth, entered a secret realm, suffering heartbreak. He remembers it vividly. Almost died because of it. Kunlun Fairy truly possesses great wisdom. Still can't fool you. I suspected you weren't the person from then, just as I thought. No choice, I looked for answers in ancient times. Only the immortal path of this era can open. So I had to stay hidden. Seems this relates to a huge secret in the cultivation world. But for Chunfeng, it doesn't really matter. Endured who knows how many ages in hiding, just to ascend to this crazy planet, Blue Star. For this goal, you really went all out. Before I followed the right path, I was ambushed by a supreme from ancient times. Almost died and lost my Tao. So I swore then I'd find those remnants of supremes and get revenge. Fairy, don't misunderstand. Li Qinshuan is always honorable. Someone else ambushed you. It's not that he's afraid Kunlun Fairy will hunt him down. He just doesn't want infighting in the dangerous immortal realm. Sticking together to survive is what matters now. Li never joins the power struggles of the Cancun world. You know that. A sage's word is solid. No need to lie. Kunlun Fairy looks at the other sages around. Maybe some remnants of ancient supremes are here too. His icy gaze falls on them. The other sages furrow their brows, but no one says much. All supremes and sages alike, they all have strong minds. Won't believe they're weaker than others, even if the other is the greatest female sage. Spring Breeze looks down at the tiny people. Didn't expect. These tiny folks actually have conflicts between them. Competitors, hunters, scheming types. All for ascension. To survive until the right time to ascend. Plotting for ages, betraying countless strong ones. That's just too much. If this were a novel, every one of these little folks would be the main character. Their stories would take millions of words to tell. Let's put past grudges aside for now. But that doesn't mean I'm weak. Once the time is right, I'll definitely confront everyone who ambushed me. I'm a woman. But not someone anyone can bully. Everyone stays emotionless, like a calm well. If you were a weak woman, there wouldn't be any strong women in the world. Sorry for making the immortals laugh. Some personal stuff shouldn't be aired out. But conflict is conflict. If we don't resolve it, it'll always be a risk. Hey, I'm not interested in your grudges, and won't get involved in your fights. My main focus now is cultivation, and fixing my cancer. I've got no time for your disputes. The immortal predecessor knows the score, understands the worldly stuff, and won't bother with our drama. Don't worry, predecessor. We'll only solve our matters privately. Won't bother you. Senior Qingshu, I have a shameless request. Not sure if I should say it. What do you want? I've made great progress lately. Feels like my strength shot up. I want to challenge you, predecessor, to see what level I am in this world. Can you give me some guidance? Li Qingshuan actually wants to challenge me. Did I hear that right? You want to challenge me? Well, it's not really a challenge. I just want to test my own strength. Let you give me some tips for my cultivation. My words were careless just now. Challenge is a risky word. If a true immortal accepted the challenge, they could slap me to death, and no one would say anything. Win or lose, life or death. My cultivation really improved. But the gap between me and the immortal is like night and day. If there's nothing else going on, fine. I'll accept your challenge. Not challenging me. Oops, wrong word. I don't want to die. Please go easy on me, predecessor. Don't worry, just give it your all. I want to see after your breakthrough what level your power's at. Stop saying challenge. I'm nervous, predecessor. Let Li Qingshuan use all his cultivation. Qingshuan sword Dao crazy move. A swarm of flying swords appears out of thin air. They're actually bigger than a basketball. Countless flying swords rush toward Changfeng. This move shocks all the sages present. Clearly, when fighting Kunlun Fairy earlier, Li Qingquan was holding back. Didn't use his full power.
He's actually this strong?
The #1 ancient sword sage. Definitely lives up to the name. But when that myriad of sword orbs reached Chen Feng's fingertips, he just flicked his finger and shattered them all. A thousand swords become one. Li Qingshuan gathers sword energy. A glowing sword covered in ancient runes appears. He infuses it with pure energy. Li Qingshuan even uses his own source power of the righteous path to boost the giant sword. Even though it's called a giant sword, it's really just a bit bigger than 2 fingers together. Be careful, senior. Li Qingquan fuses completely with his sword. His body gets covered with dense sword marks. These are ancient sword patterns, said to be the most precise sword runes formed at the birth of the world. They're engraved into his body and can become pure power. One strike of his sword key is stronger than a saint. Li Qingshuan actually got these powers. Such amazing luck. Li Qingshuan's trump card is seriously tough. No wonder he's called the greatest sword saint of old. All the saints watching are shocked. But as Li Qingshuan merges with his sword, that rune sword he turned into still gets broken by just a flick from Chen Feng's finger. Shattered in an instant, Li Qingshuan falls from his path, landing hard on the ground. The little people are stunned. Immortal Senior, this is way too scary. Li Qingshuan used so many tricks, but he still couldn't win. Just a flick of the finger. A monster among monsters. Did you get stronger? Because I can't really tell. Your attack feels the same as before. Maybe the power boost is just too small, so I can't feel it. But I've already evolved. And you say you didn't feel anything? That's such a fail. But the truth is, Chen Feng really felt nothing. How much did Li Qingshuan improve compared to before? How big is the power gap actually? Seeing Chen Feng's expression, he's not mocking him, just stating the facts. That makes the little people even more nervous. What kind of being is this immortal senior? Insanely strong. The little saints are once again reminded how far behind Chen Feng they are. After chatting for a bit, everyone goes off to do their own thing. Chen Feng takes the seeds he bought at the market and plants them in the field as he planned. He grows all his favorite veggies. Most veggies grow up and are ready to eat in a month or two. Before, whenever Chen Feng went home, he'd worry if he could taste his own homegrown veggies. Now he's confident. After planting, he eats, then goes to rest. The next morning, a string of phone ringtones wakes him up. He fumbles on his pillow for a while, finds his phone, still half asleep. Who's this? You seriously don't know who I am? Chen Feng, you can't recognize my voice. Are you trying to get fired? Get up right now. Finish the plan I sent you. The client needs it ASAP. If you mess this up, you lose your bonus this month. Boss, I'll do it right away. Wait, no, I already quit. Why should I bother with this idiot? Have I worked so much, it's become a reflex? Is this just muscle memory now? You have 2 hours. I want to see results. Or I'm docking your bonus. Like I care, take your stupid bonus. Go ahead. Who wants your crappy bonus anyway? Why should I work for you? Just get lost. Calling me early in the morning to ruin my good dreams. You got a problem, or what?
He hung up right after cussing him out.
One word, satisfying. Honestly, that was the best chat I've ever had with my boss. As they always say, that's the truth. Forget being polite, and just enjoy being a jerk. No manners and I feel totally happy. Without manners, my mood's way better. Then the boss calls again. Chen Feng picks up. Very good. Real nice, Chen Feng. You really have the nerve to talk to me like that? So you don't want to work? Do you know how many people want this job out there? Now, pack up your stuff right this second. Get out. How dare you yell at me? Yeah, I yelled at you. So what? Drop the fake successful act. You pretend to be impressive for strangers, but you're nothing at work. That monthly pay isn't even worth bragging about. Like you're doing us a favor. You're paying us for our work, not doing us some great kindness. Who do you think you are? Acting all high and mighty, with your squinty eyes and crooked nose. No wonder your wife left you. Worst part is you don't even know you're ugly. Think about it. You're like a toad in the gutter. A frog at the bottom of a well dreaming about swans. Just delusional. Turns out being a jerk is pure joy. Just go off on folks you don't like. Feels so good. Why get depressed? You're so done. You've pissed me off now. Let's see how you stay in this company. I'm taking away all your bonus, giving you all the worst jobs, and I'll make you pay for this. You really must be brain damaged. Who wants to stay at some dumb company like that? I already quit ages ago. You have to be seriously stupid. Chen Feng hangs up again without a word. I'm cultivating immortality now. Who still wants to work? After roasting my old boss, I feel amazing. Even the sun outside seems cuter. Honestly, I suspect not being happy before was all from being mentally beaten down. Maybe even my cancer came from all that long-term stress. Forget about fighting with the old boss. Chen Feng automatically heads to his garden. He checks on the little people's lives every day. Since it can be pretty dangerous here, you never know when wild cats or dogs might attack them, or they could run into monsters. The little ones might not survive. First thing every morning is to see if the little people are still alive. Then he can relax and train. Immortal Senior, you're finally here. Chen Feng had just reached the little tree house when he saw the little people waiting anxiously, their eyes full of fear and helplessness. Something happened. Attacked by animals. What happened? Li Qingquan and the Kunlun Sword Immortal look like they're dying. Please, Immortal Senior, come check on them. They got attacked by monsters. No, I think they're just sick. Sick? What kind of excuse is that? Ascended beings can get sick? First time I've heard of ascended ones falling ill. But I guess it's possible. After all, this group of ascenders is unusual. Other people's ascenders can destroy worlds. But mine could be crushed with a finger. Of course they'd get sick. So what kind of sickness is it? How can it almost take out two ascenders? Soon Fairy Kunlun and Li Qingshuan were carried out by the other sages. Both of them looked so sick, lying weakly on makeshift stretchers made of grass. They looked exhausted. Those stretchers were really crude. But honestly, for ascenders right now, that's the best tool they can make. Please take a look, Elder Immortal. No one really knows what kind of sickness it is. But somehow they nearly kicked the bucket overnight. It's a scary illness. The upper realm is really dangerous. Not only do you always have to watch out for scary monsters and weird erase rules, you also have to worry about sudden disease outbreaks. Even sages can't resist this illness. Down in the lower realm, we barely ever get sick. Any harmful rules just can't invade our bodies. Our immortal bodies are truly undying. A lot of cultivators envy that. Those two look like they're on their last legs. But I'm not a doctor. What should I do? Should I really call a doctor for these little guys? Forget it. They're so tiny. Even if I get a doctor, they might not be able to help. Reporting to the immortal elder, they were already sick last night. Kept feeling hot and cold. Foreheads burning up like fire. Making noises with their throats. Constant coughing. Chen Feng leaned closer to look. One little guy was lying on the stretcher. So small. Stared for a long time, but it was pointless. Helpless, he took out his phone and went back to the monster forum to ask for help again. If you had a country of little people, and they got sick, with symptoms like hot and cold flashes, burning foreheads, sore throats, stuffy nose and runny nose, how will you treat these little folks? What sickness do they probably have? Now they're lying flat in bed. Doesn't seem like they can get up. Need answers ASAP, really urgent. Bro, you read too many web novels. If you had a nation of little people, why not just say you're cultivating immortality right now? Is there a Mary in your little people nation? Did Mary get sick? If there is, let him take his clothes off first. Give him a full body checkup. Don't miss any serious illness. I've seen this IT guy before. Last time he was the one calling for body checks too. He's a total idiot. Dude above is just a dirty old pervert. His mind is nothing but lewd thoughts. So gross. With my 13 years as a vet, if nothing unexpected happens, something's about to go wrong. They can't even get up anymore. But as a vet, I've got a solution. Guaranteed cure. What is it? If I'm right, your little ones just caught a cold. Give them some cold medicine, and they'll get better fast. Colds are really that simple. You sure you can treat humans as a veterinarian? Can a vet really handle people? What's the real difference between humans and animals?
Besides,
If he can pretend to have a little people nation, why can't I be a vet who works on immortals? Plus, the symptoms he lists. Any med student can tell. It's just a cold. Take cold medicine and sleep, that's it. Is it really that complicated? These cringy folks are still roasting each other. Chen Feng just put down his phone. The vet's suggestion got Chen Feng thinking. Chen Feng stared at Fairy Kunlun and Li Qingshuan, checking their condition closely. Yeah, it's just a cold. Did they get chilled yesterday? There really was a cold wind last night. It was freezing. Everyone's hands and feet were stiff. We all went inside to warm up. But those two are pretty stubborn, especially after getting flicked by the Elder Immortal over and over. They didn't want to look weak anymore, didn't want to slack off, so they kept training. And that's how it ended. Now it's already autumn. Nights are getting chilly. Even regular adults catch colds easily, let alone these tiny, weak little guys. All right, just wait. I'll go get them some medicine. Chen Feng boiled a bowl of water back in his room. Then, took out the leftover cold medicine he had. Brought the whole thing over. No way those little folks could take pills. He thought about it and opened up the capsules. Poured out the powder. Mixed it in hot water. Stirred it up. And brought out the medicine soup. He scooped some up for the two of them.
Elder Sage.
What medicine is this? It's for healing you. The little folks didn't ask, and didn't dare to say more. But what amazed them was that after drinking this mysterious soup, the two of them actually got better pretty fast. This medicine really worked. It's worthy of being from an immortal. It really could bring someone back from the brink. Their faces toward Cheng Feng showed way more admiration. Immortal items, immortal beings, so unpredictable, especially this elder immortal. He really can do anything. A true god. We were considered sages down below, like heavenly gods.
But here,
For us, Chen Feng is like a god, and seeing cold medicine work. Even Chen Feng was relieved, glad it cured them. Other ascenders are unstoppable, can slash through anything. They can beat heaven, earth, even the air, but my ascenders just got sick. Because they trained too late at night, and the weather got cold. They caught a cold. And what's worse, a simple cold almost killed them both. Seriously, can these ascenders be any more trouble? Fairy Kunlun took the medicine, started sweating all over, and slowly woke up after a while. Thank you, Immortal Elder, for saving my life. I'll never forget this favor. Don't move around. Just focus on recovering. Stop training for now. Get your body back to health first. Don't push yourself just to level up. You could get myocarditis or something. That's no joke. Wait, what's myocarditis? But since it's advice from an immortal, I'll stop training for now. I was in too much of a rush. Training should always go step by step. Pushing too hard brings lots of problems. Chang Feng saw the kids were safe. He gave them some flatbread and picked a big piece of beef for himself. Got ready to meditate and train. Didn't expect that call again. What's up with this boss? He's so clingy. Put the phone on silent and tossed it aside. Kept on training. He's not about to waste energy on a former boss. No point burning himself out over that. After one full cycle of cultivation, he felt great. Nice, powers up again. Not as fast as the past few days, but still an improvement. His health's even better. Bones and muscles feel smooth. Blood flows strong. He's actually healthier than before he got sick. It's only a little after 1. I finished a cycle way faster this time. Way quicker than the first times. That's a real breakthrough. Which means, pretty soon, in one day, I can do 2 cycles. My strength will double in speed. At this rate, breaking through level 1 is close. But that ex-boss of mine is acting weird. Keeps blowing up my phone like crazy. Just this morning alone, 23 missed calls already. Is he addicted to calling or what? Chun Feng was about to block him. Another call came in. Hesitated for a second. Chun Feng picked up. Hello, what do you want? Still upset you got trashed by me? Wanna yell back? I'd think twice if I were you. You really can't win an argument with me. Chang Feng, it took so long just to get through to you. He didn't dare get mad now. Started speaking nicely. Zhao Feng, did we have some misunderstanding before? Jobs are tough to find these days. After quitting, it's hard to get another job. How about this? You come back to work, and I'll pretend nothing happened. The time you missed, I'll still pay you full salary. It can count as paid leave, okay? Look, I'm basically cultivating as a fairy now. Anybody who wants that job can have it. I'm so done serving you. And that boss such a fake switch up. He clearly doesn't care about me. Please, just find someone else. No way, I'm going back to that company.
plus,
If you're begging me so much, practically pleading for me to come back. Isn't there something wrong with the project? Did you realize without me, no one can handle that role? That newbie intern alone. Or the know-it-all guy who actually knows nothing. Or those bootlickers who somehow get promoted. None of them are capable. Hearing Chan Feng say that, the boss went silent. Looks like I guessed right. Zhao Feng, you know the company's struggling. Please just help us out. Come back and finish the project. Then you can leave if you want. Honestly, I thought that know-it-all and the intern could handle it. They could totally replace Cheng Feng. Turns out they were all talk. Once Cheng Feng left, the whole department fell apart. If you don't come back, this project is done for. I doubt the company can survive either. Wait, you must be confused about something. We don't have any special friendship. And your company's problems are none of my business. When I was there, you didn't value me. You thought anyone could replace me. Now there's trouble. And you remember me. Screw you. I'm busy cultivating, don't bother me. Xiaofang, don't be mad. I was wrong before. Blinded by stupidity. Ignored your talent. How about this? Come back. I'll pay you double. No. Triple salary. Triple pay? Wow, you must be desperate. You really ran into trouble this time. Still, like I said, not my problem. Go back just to get used and dumped again. I'm not that dumb. Changfeng, don't be so cold. Remember when you were unemployed? Who gave you a job? Who gave you the chance to learn? Who trained you? The company gave you lots of benefits. And this is how you pay us back. Why are you so selfish? Wow, you really have a problem. A job is just an exchange of value. Learning and training. Sure. Plus, the work I did. Never matched what I got out of it. He couldn't be bothered to talk more. Hung up the call. All his work was already handed off. Got his paycheck too. Totally done with that company. The boss texted immediately. Xiaofang, I lost my temper just now. What will it take for you to help us out? Changfeng didn't even look at it. Just left the phone aside. Went to make some lunch. Ate another big chunk of beef. And went back to training. Beef really is the best high-protein food. If I could eat as much as I want every day, I'd get stronger a lot faster. And so another cycle done. Training complete. Feng opened his eyes. Took a long, deep breath. This round went super smooth. There used to be some blockages. But today it was like I was greased up. Changfeng stood up. His whole body felt great. Threw a few punches for fun. Every punch made the wind howl in the air. I'm definitely stronger. Feels like my body's tougher now. Not just normal tough either. My skin's gotten way tougher. Small scratches. Can't even leave a mark on my skin. If I keep going, will I reach the level in cultivation novels? Where I can hold the sun and moon, grab the stars? No one else like me in the world. Well, let's not get too cocky. The path of cultivation is super hard. There are tons of cultivators in the fantasy world. But not many get that strong. To be one of those legends is probably harder than getting into Xingyu or Peking University. This cycle only took 3 hours. My first time took all day. I've made real progress. Speeding up fast. What's wrong with this one guy anyway? Guess I'll give him a call and say hi. Ancestor. I'll call you Ancestor, okay? Please just help me this one time. Just fix the program bug for me. I'll do whatever you want. Chanfeng was about to block me. But then he changed his mind and spoke up. If you want my help, that's fine. Pay me the industry outsourcing rate. 100 times the usual pay. Otherwise, I won't help you. Ancestor, you finally responded. But 100 times is way too much. No bargaining 100 times. Say one more word, and I'll block you right now. No, fine. 100 times it is. Chanfeng is so ruthless. He used to be so timid and honest. How did I not notice he's this shrewd? But for the company's future, I have to compromise. So I agreed. He used to be so arrogant. Asking for a 100 yuan raise felt like digging up ancestors. Now he's so easy to talk to. This project must be really important. Turns out, only when you grab someone's weakness. Doesn't matter who they are, or what they're like. They'll become super obedient. Pay first, work later. If you're okay with it, transfer the money. If not, you'll just have to accept it. Trust the people you hire. Don't doubt the people you hire. That's it. Zhao Su, I really trust your character. I'm talking about the post-tax, 100 times rate. 100 times the rate. After tax, too. So greedy. How did I never notice he's so ruthless? Didn't everyone say Changfeng was a pushover? Have you ever seen a pushover this greedy? Did he used to fake being a sheep? Or did he just wise up recently? What did he go through to become this hard to take advantage of? Something's up. No problem. Totally fine. Honestly, I was going to say that's the post-tax, 100 times rate too. Manager Wang gave an awkward smile. Even through the screen, Chanfeng could tell. That guy is probably more upset than if he ate a dead fly. Thinking about Manager Wang's mood right now, Chun Feng felt delighted. Knowing you're uncomfortable makes me feel good. Alright, let's leave it at that for now. Ding, you've received a transfer of 210,000 from Manager Wang. I never knew how long it'd take to earn 200,000 before. But now, 210,000 just landed in my account. Easy. Oh well, whatever. With this money, I can now chill and live my village life. Train with Chun Feng. Back in the room, I booted up the computer, clicked on the program from Manager Wang, and opened up the familiar lines of code. Rows and rows of dense code. This was my hard work. All those days and nights paid off. Gotta say, I'm actually impressed with myself back then. I managed to finish that huge project. Fixing bugs and sorting errors is actually pretty easy. Because Chun Feng wrote the code himself, he can spot the problem instantly. He tapped away on the keyboard a few times. Done in 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I made 210,000. Work finished. Chun Feng thought about it and didn't send the fixed files to Manager Wang right away. Instead, he called Manager Wang. Your issue is pretty serious. I don't think it'll be fixed in less than a week. That long? Feng, can't you do it faster? We're in a rush over here. Okay, how about this? I'll push myself. I'll get it done in 5 days. That's honestly the fastest possible. Ding! Received a red envelope from Manager Wang for 8,888. Feng, please try again. See if you can go faster. Manager Wang is generous. Since you're so straightforward, I'll go all out too. I'll work non-stop for 2 days and get it done. Brother Chan Feng, you're a real one. How did I never notice you're so loyal before? Thanks. Thanks for your hard work, Feng. Next time, I'll be sure to thank you properly. Good, as long as you know. Alright, that's it for now. I'm off to work. Talk later. Alright, I won't keep you. After that, Chun Feng happily went to cook dinner. Over on Manager Wang's side. He thought Chun Feng was working hard. If only he knew. Chun Feng actually finished everything in 2 minutes. And spent the rest goofing off. Who knows what he'd think. On the other side of the city, a strong woman had just seen off some men in suits. Those men were full of arrogance, like emperors enjoying their lives. The woman kept smiling throughout, even opened the car doors for them herself.
Take care, Boss Lin.
Drive safe, Boss Lin. Once those men left in their cars, the woman dropped her fake smile. But the joy on her face was obvious. Yes, another deal done. This commission will get me about 2,500. I'll make over 10 grand this month for sure. I wonder what Chun Feng is up to now. That country bumpkin must be farming. No idea what future he has in the village. This one commission is more than what he'd earn farming for 3 months. Oh well, he's hopeless. He really lacks ambition. I'm so glad I broke up with him. I'm feeling more and more. That breaking up was my best decision ever. After all, Chun Feng and I aren't even in the same world anymore. Next time we meet, our status might be worlds apart. But Su Yi doesn't know that Chun Feng didn't end up broke after returning to the village. He casually took a job and earned over 200,000. What surprised Chun Feng most wasn't the money, but the feeling of getting stronger through cultivation. That really lifts your mood. 2 days went by without noticing. Suddenly, with a boom, Chun Feng began glowing with golden light. I've broken through key refining level 1. Feels like I have endless strength now. I could knock out an ox with one punch. I could even move mountains. Like a legendary immortal. Senior, you broke through. You reached key refining level 1. The little guys felt an overwhelming pressure after Chun Feng broke through. A whole new level of intimidation. It's like a higher beast staring down a weaker one. Like a powerful magical beast facing a wild animal. Like a strong bloodline facing a weaker one. Looks like you really broke through key refining level 1. Such powerful key refining level 1. Not just him. The other cultivators were shocked too. Cheng Feng, key training level 1. It's not the same as the key training level 1 we know. This is the Immortal Realm's key training level 1. Now I get why the Immortal Elder has been stuck for so long. Turns out his cultivation works differently than ours. His cultivation results are way beyond what we can imagine. It's different from what you guys think key training is. So what exactly have I been practicing? Never seen anything like this before. So what's going to happen? Hope nothing bad comes out of this. We have no idea what'll happen, honestly. But it'll definitely be way stronger than you'd think. After all, it was created by our 9 sages together. A cultivation technique all 9 of us worked on. No way it's going to be weak. These little folks who taught me cultivation actually have no clue about my current state. So what does my future path look like? Maybe I should find time for a hospital checkup. See if my cancer's still there. Now I've hit key training level 1. Time to relax a bit. I made over 200 grand. That's plenty to live comfortably.
Elder Immortal.
Maybe it's because you're cultivating immortal arts. Training immortal arts with an immortal body feels different. That must be it. Cultivating immortality in this world is totally different from the Lilliputian world. If the power boost was the same, the 9 sages would have soared up here already and wiped this world out a long time ago. Wouldn't be this week otherwise. Tanji level 1. Now I feel like my body evolved. Yeah, I really evolved. Feels like I left my old species behind. Heading towards Superman territory. I can hear crickets chirping from 100 yards away. I can pinpoint the exact spot. I can even spot tiny crickets, hiding in thick grass at a glance. With one casual punch. Even Tyson would have to call me boss. And that was just level 1. Already feels like this. If I keep going up, I'm seriously excited to see what's next. Ding, file sent to Manager Wang. Ding, file sent successfully. Man, Brother Feng, you're right on time. You said 2 days and you really meant it. You even finished early. Thank you so much. You must be exhausted these last 2 days. Thanks for all your hard work. Happy to help. Bro, you've got my back. Let me treat you to a drink sometime. I really have to thank you properly. All my anxiety these last 2 days is finally gone today. Mission accomplished. This project went perfectly. The company's future is looking bright. We're square now. Money in one hand, goods in the other. Manager Wang, go ahead and get busy. I'm a bit tired from the past couple days. I'm gonna get some rest. Yeah, get some shut-eye, bro. Don't overdo it. Call if you need anything. Turning off WeChat. Chen Feng decided to take a walk in the village. Then found a guy pinned under a huge rock by the pond. Good thing Uncle Chan was still alive.
Honestly.
Uncle Chan sure is something. Managed to squeeze himself under a boulder. Nobody normal could pull that off. You okay, Uncle Chan? Calling out to him a few times. Uncle Chan barely opens his eyes. Help! Somebody help! Chanfeng, hurry and get me out. I'm trapped under this rock. Can't get out, call someone. Call the villagers. Get them to save me. Chanfeng was about to say something, but Uncle Chan got too worked up and fainted again. Passed out cold. Call the villagers. If you wait for them to get here, you'd probably be dead by then. Not sure if you're lucky or not? Unlucky because a rock trapped you. Lucky because you ran into me. Unlucky because every time I power up lately, I run into all kinds of weird stuff. It's like I'm under a main character's aura. Get stronger and trouble follows. Then I just solve it with my power. Is this some kind of rule? The law of getting stronger. Hard to imagine. In the future, whenever I want to level up, does it have to play out like in urban web novels? Wherever I go, I run into some show-off waiting to get smacked down. Like I go to the mall for a carrot, and the clerk starts trash-talking, saying I can't afford it, just to mock me. Or if I walk down the street, some punks always pop up to get beaten up, just to show I'm the main character. Or if I'm shopping with a girl, some rich kid always tries to muscle in. Then Chunfen squats down, sticks her fingers under the rock, gets ready to lift, and suddenly uses her strength. The stone actually starts rising up, heavier than I thought it'd be. Maybe now that some weight's off. Uncle Chan slowly wakes up. Didn't I just see Changfeng? Asked him to call the villagers for help. How come he's not here? And the rock on me is gone? Am I seeing things right before I die? Thought I was saved, but maybe I'm actually dying. He turns his head to check on the rock and sees Changfeng like an ant, lifting a rock, many times bigger than himself, slowly pushing the rock away. Uncle Chan's jaw literally drops. Damn, I really am about to die. Am I really dying here? What am I seeing? I just saw Chen Feng pushing that rock. He feels like he's going crazy. Vision goes fuzzy. Can't handle reality. And faints again. Talk about unlucky. Chen Feng ignores Uncle Chun's freak out. And finally gets the rock clear of both of them. All finished. Chen Feng grabs the phone and calls his uncle. What? Chun Danu got hurt. We'll bring people over right now. When they heard Chun Danu was injured, they went door to door rounding up the strong men. Rushed to the place in a panic, uncle. Hello, uncles. Looks like Uncle Chun is badly hurt. Don't move him around. Needs a stretcher for the hospital. I don't have the right tools here. We'll have to wait for you guys. Everyone looked confused. Wasn't Chun Danu crushed by a rock? How's he out here? He's not really pinned after all. He was just under it a second ago. Maybe the rock got unstable. Leaned to one side. I popped it up with a hoe. Thought Uncle Chun was done for. Guess he got lucky. For real. Of course for real. Come on. How could I lift a multi-ton boulder, right? Yeah, no way a person could do that. Let's get old Chun to the hospital. Don't waste any time. Saving him comes first. But right then, Chun Danu opens his eyes. Glanced at the crowd around. Finally, his eyes landed on Cheng Feng's familiar face. A surge of emotion welled up. He pointed at Cheng Feng, excitedly shouting, Cheng Feng, Cheng Feng. That monster, he's not human. He lifted the stone. He really lifted it. Damn, he's a real monster. Everyone saw what VNU did, but didn't really take it seriously. Man, Danny is really pitiful. He's just talking nonsense now. Guess he took too much of a hit. Get him to the hospital, quick. If we're late and he gets worse, what do we do? Exactly. Uncle, since you all are here, I'm not going to the hospital with you. I've got stuff to do. All right, go handle your business. So Cheng Feng just went home and kept training. The next day, he found his cycle time for a full rotation shortened again. Since it dropped to 3 hours before, it hadn't changed. After breaking through the first layer of key refining, he didn't expect it to change again. And not only is the time shorter, the power I get from each cycle is richer than before. At this rate, if I keep training, give it some time, moving rocks like yesterday won't just be pushing. I'll actually be lifting them. No, that's more like it. Now this feels like real cultivation. Guess my sword wounds are almost healed too. I'll check in sometime. After washing up. Danyu's family brought gifts to thank me. They weren't anything expensive, just some farm eggs, 2 big roosters, some homegrown fruits and veggies. How's Uncle Chun doing? Luckily, he's okay. He just keeps shouting about you lifting a giant boulder. Probably got too shocked. He'll be fine after a while. Hongcheng First People's Hospital is the best hospital in the city. Oncology department. Doctor, how's my test report? Is there anything wrong with my body? I've never seen such a weird report. Doctor, what's wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Your body is perfectly fine, but there's also a big problem. What kind of answer is that? Logically speaking, your terminal cancer is thousands of times worse. That's a shocking number. Anyone else with this number would be dead by now. If not dead, they'd be paralyzed for sure. Literally hanging by a thread. But not only are you alive, you're totally energetic. And judging by your health, all your tests are way above normal health standards. You're supposed to be totally healthy. Your healthy and sick parts are all mixed together, almost like 2 people's bodies. All of these years, this is the first case I've ever seen. Extremely healthy, but also extremely sick. Will this affect my daily life? Do you think it's affected you? Number. Then that's it. As long as your everyday life is fine, you're considered fine. He talked a lot but didn't really say anything useful. Guess I could be my own doctor now. Well, I guess that's that. The old doctor can't give me anything helpful. So I grabbed my report and said thanks, then got ready to leave. All right, come back for a checkup once in a while. Even though this doesn't affect your life, you should always keep an eye on it. Even though your cancer numbers are insane, even if it gets worse, we can't really do anything about it. So checkups aren't really needed. But I'm just curious. Because you are like a textbook case. I kinda wanna see how long you'll last. See ya. Left the hospital. After changing buses a few times, Cheng Feng got home. My body is fine. But my cancer's pretty serious. So, am I fine or not? Judging by my body's reaction, I don't think I'm dying. But the cancer's still getting worse. Whatever, if I can't die, who cares? Back home, he checked right away to see if the little people were safe. Under the little tree, they lived peacefully. Some were playing chess. Some were practicing swordplay, drinking tea and reciting poetry. Others were carefully building their homes. Some were growing veggies. Some were planting flowers, decorating the scenery around them. The ascenders finally realized cultivation and life are both long-term things. They need to settle here for the long haul. So they've started focusing on their home. As Cheng Feng quietly watched their lives, a small bang broke out. Breaking the peace of this world, 3 little black holes appeared around the tree. What is this? 9 little ascendants heard the commotion and immediately took to the sky, standing across from the black hole. More ascendants followed after them, who used their divine sense to check the universe rings. Before we arrived, there are no more saint-level cultivators left. Why is that? Maybe someone is using a secret treasure to hide their presence, trying to reap the benefits without effort, letting us scout ahead first, so they can swoop in for the reward later. This is a spatial passage. Soon, 3 figures slid out from the black hole. The black hole suddenly closed, leaving only 3 newly ascended cultivators. When they saw those 3 in person, the faces of the 9 saints turned surprised. It's you. You hit really well. These 3 aren't human. They're actually 3 pitch-black alien beasts. 3 newly ascended beasts. After noticing the 9 saints, they stuck together cautiously. 9 saints. You still aren't dead yet? The 3 beasts are corrupted creatures, specifically black blood-killing dark demon dragon and black feather phoenix. They're the infamous fallen beasts. They broke the rules of the way, committed countless crimes in the universe realm. They're public enemies of the cultivator world. Good. Since you've ascended here, you'll die here too. Just you? Or all of you? Black Killen's body grew quickly, until it was as big as an adult's fist. Black Killen, Black Dragon, Black Phoenix, these 3 fallen beasts were full of pride, even though they've just ascended. And they're outnumbered. They're not intimidated at all. In their eyes, the 9 saints also haven't been here long. How strong could they get? Looking at the clueless trio of fallen beasts, Li Qingshuan and the others felt like they were watching 3 country bumpkins entering the city. Are they still living in the past? Still think fallen beasts are stronger than saints? Bro, what era is it now? You're still dreaming about the old days. You've got history. The 3 fallen beasts heard a thunderous roar, and when they looked up at the giant being above, they were stunned on the spot. What the heck is that monster? A human giant. The 3 fallen beasts huddled together fiercely. The 9 saints were also struck silent by Cheng Feng's words. The old grudges happened in the universe realm. Now we're all in the immortal realm. This is the territory of the immortal elder. How to deal with these 3 fallen beasts depends on his decision. We have no right to decide their fate. Yeah, there was some old history, but that's all in the past. Whether these 3 beasts live or die, it's up to the immortal elder. We dare not overstep, and don't dare make a decision without him. Please forgive us, elder. The 9 saints realized they shouldn't decide for Cheng Feng. All apologized at once and pleaded for forgiveness. The 3 fallen beasts saw the 9 saints act like groveling slaves before the giant in the sky, totally bowing and scraping, and suddenly lost their color. They didn't bother to hide their disdain anymore. They looked down on the nine saints even more. I thought you'd be worthy rivals. I'd even respect you. Your boldness was worthy of admiration. Turns out you're all cowards. Saints? Really? Supposed human elites? Can't believe you'd willingly become slaves to immortal realm beings. I clearly misjudged you. You don't deserve to be compared with me. I'd rather die fighting than grovel like you. As a human, that's pure shame. Willingly a slave disgraceful. Li Qingquan and Kunlun Fairy didn't get upset. They were happy to do it. Cheng Feng didn't even ask. Even if you wanted them to, what's the big deal? Serving an elder isn't shameful. Ignorant. If the immortal elder didn't spare you, you really think you could bark here? Maybe because their level was far above what the fallen beasts understood. They couldn't see through it, but didn't feel any pressure. The trio thought the nine saints were still the same as before. Immortal elder, I really can't stand them anymore. Please let me finish them off. No need for that. After all, they just managed to ascend. It's kind of fun to keep three animals. This one looks like a dog. Guess we can keep it as a dog. That one looks like a bird. Keep it as a bird. And that one's good as a snake. They actually seem entertaining. In the sunken paradise, biodiversity matters too. Honestly, I love dragons, phoenixes, killins. Maybe it's a Chinese thing. People just love mythical beasts. Last time I cleared the garden and found bones like these. I really regretted not keeping one. Now I've got a chance. Gotta fulfill that dream, haha. Exactly as the immortal elder says. Keeping them as pets is kind of fun, but these pets don't behave. When Cheng Feng spoke, the nine saints burst out laughing, treating fallen beasts as pets. Back in the universe realm, who would dare think that way? Who could manage it? Fallen beasts. The pets heard all this. The nine saints' worries were instantly gone. But the three fallen beasts got furious. They glared at Cheng Feng. How dare you insult our fallen kind like this? You'll pay for it. Even if you are an immortal, we'll kill you. You nine losers from the universe realm, watch closely how we slay an immortal. We're not useless like you. Supposed to be top fighters of the universe realm, and yet not a hint of backbone. These three are pretty aggressive. Looks like they want to kickstart a new drama. While the nine saints just folded their arms, ready to watch the show. The fallen beast trio soared together in the sky, looking down on the world, as if all 9 heavens and 10 earths are centered around them. Arrogant from birth, bones of pride, they looked down on the 9 saints, and even on immortal beings. No surprise there. This combo of dragon, phoenix, and killin was feared everywhere below. Even saints who encountered them could be erased. They seemed nearly unbeatable. They had reason to be so proud. Even here, they keep that unbeatable mindset. Even when facing immortals, they still want to kill. Even if we come from the universe realm, and even if we have to fight other beasts, the rules of the immortal realm are still unbeatable. You can come and try if you want. So what if they're immortal realm beings? Slaying immortals is my wish. The 3 corrupted creatures met Cheng Feng's gaze. Their fighting spirit surged, almost becoming real. Elder, I can't stand this anymore. How about I take care of them for you? The 3 corrupted creatures glanced back at the 9 saints and saw them smiling, like looking at 3 clowns. They couldn't accept it. We're supposed to be so badass. What kind of look is that? You want to die? I really don't get it. What makes you guys so cocky and fearless, huh? No need. These 3 little things seem tough in your world. I'm curious too. Want to see how they compare to the bugs. We've looked down at the world for so long. And you compare supreme beings like us to insects? Forget arguing. Let's skip the talk. Just wipe him out. Let him know. Corrupted beings can't be disrespected. You'll suffer endless torment if you do. The dragon, phoenix, and killin were furious. They instantly unleashed their power and charged toward Cheng Feng. Thunder raged with unstoppable force, like they could destroy the world. They believed, with this power, even immortals would be shocked. The 3 corrupted creatures looked like 3 little black light bulbs, rushing toward Cheng Feng. That was amazing. This black glowing thing. I've never seen it before. By the way, Does black light even count as light? But before he could think more, the three creatures were already at hand.
He flicked his fingers 3 times.
The black glow on them was instantly shattered. They crashed to the ground one after another, all at the same time. All three spat black blood together and stared fiercely at the giant being in the sky. We call ourselves unbeatable. Our corrupted light can end saints, gods, even Buddhas. But he broke it with a flick of his finger. Who is this giant immortal? These saints are insane. He didn't use any rules or magic, just his body and a finger flick, and nearly wiped us out. Are immortals this wild? The 9 saints. We're watching them with amusement, like watching a joke. The black kiln finally got it. Why they were so relaxed the whole time. They already knew the outcome. So we're not stronger than the bugs either. I guess I went a little too hard just now. Almost killed them by accident. I was already holding back a lot. Used barely any strength. That pissed the 3 creatures off. They wanted to curse him out but knew. Maybe what Cheng Feng said was true. He wasn't trying to insult them. They really were just too weak. If the immortal wanted them dead, they'd be long gone. Didn't even need him to do it himself. We could do it ourselves. Hearing that, the dragon, phoenix, and Killen refused to accept it. Can't beat that scary immortal. But we can totally beat you guys. We're the top of the cultivation world in the universe realm. Like reaching immortality among mortals. Why are you guys putting on a show? You weak saints are nothing to us. I can handle you with one hand. Kunlun Immortal Arts. What? The 3 creatures instantly doubted themselves, because they realized Kunlun Immortal's cultivation was beyond what they understood. With a bang, the 3 were blasted away, couldn't fight back at all. They barely steadied themselves. Now they looked wrecked, all wounded in different ways. Kunlun Immortal actually got this strong. The immortal realm really is something else. Things are bad now. We have to find a chance to run. Ha ha ha. Even useless saints like you got this far? Give us some time. We can catch up to you too. And surpass you. Even that giant immortal, we can wipe him out too. If we just get a little more time to grow. The Black Keelan secretly made a list. Wind and the 9 saints are enemies for life now. 30 years east of the river. 30 years west of the river. One day, we'll pay you all back for this humiliation. Every last one. The Black Keelan signaled the dragon and phoenix. The 3 beasts understood each other instantly, all thanks to teamwork over the years. It's not safe here anymore. We'll come back for revenge. The 3 corrupted creatures made their threats and ran off, used their speed to escape far away. Hearing that, why do I suddenly sound like the big villain here? 30 years east of the river, 30 years west of the river, seriously. Enough with the river stuff. East, west, whatever. You guys really don't get it. Without an immortal's protection in the immortal realm, you might not last 3 hours. Bunch of idiots. That's a forbidden zone over there. If you leave the immortal realm, you can't survive. After the 3 beasts escaped, they were ready for the chase by the 9 saints and a ruler of the immortal realm. But they realized Cheng Feng didn't move. The 9 saints didn't move either. Just watched them run off with interest, with clear mockery in their eyes. Still dared to mock us. One day, after I get stronger, I'll finish you all off. The 3 corrupted creatures were still thinking about revenge when their bodies suddenly went limp and they crashed to the ground and couldn't breathe. This is how it ends. We're about to die. What the heck is going on? The 3 just arrived in the immortal realm, so they don't know its rules. First, never leave the World Tree's range, or you'll be erased by immortal realm rules. Second, don't mess with the giant. He can kill chaos beasts with a finger, and also wipe out new arrivals. Third, stay on the giant's good side. Without his protection, chaos beasts may kill you anytime. Fourth, you need the giant to take care of you. Without his help, you'll starve here. Fifth, this is the giant's territory. He decides if you live here or not. Sixth, look at the other fallen new arrivals from time to time. Learn from their fate, and you'll know. This world is way more dangerous than you think. Just don't run around. Don't make trouble. Most importantly, build a good relationship with the giant elder. These are the rules the 9 saints worked out for survival. But those three broke everyone they could, basically had a death wish. You can be proud, but you can't be dumb. Look at these three beasts that terrified the whole universe realm. Countless cultivators, and even saints. Anyone strong would be scared of them. Now they just keep hitting walls. The 9 saints were secretly happy about it. They feel a sense of relief inside, and a feeling of superiority, because they ascended before those 3 fallen beings. Even the 9 used to feel lost. They knew nothing about the immortal realm. It was like coming here in the dark. Now they see others just as clueless as they once were. Of course, they feel superior inside, like someone who used to get soaked in the rain without an umbrella. Now, watching others get drenched feels familiar. Once you've been soaked, you want to tear up someone else's umbrella. What kind of magic did you use anyway? Are you brave enough to let us go? Yeah, you're only tough because you're from the immortal realm. If we had the same status and the same amount of time, you wouldn't stand a chance against us. If you've got guts, let us go for 1,000 years. We only need 1,000 years to defeat you. At this point, all we can do is try to sway with words. The stronger someone is, the more they're affected by provocation. You're not wrong. If you had the same conditions as me, the same environment, you'd definitely be better than me. What's this supposed to mean? We say you aren't as good as us, and you just admit it. You even admit it so casually. Wait, that's not the reaction you should have. You should be furious, mad and annoyed, unwilling to accept it, not believing it. Then you'd say something like, "How dare a bunch of cattle and horses compare themselves to me? You're just a bunch of bugs." Since you disagree, I'll let you go. Give you time to catch up. Let me see if you can reach me. And let you see the gap between us. I'll wait for your revenge. Then you guys get released, and you 3 endure the shame and train for centuries. If you can beat him, you come back for revenge. Show off and avenge yourselves. If you can't win, just pretend nothing happened. Avoid him from then on. Either way, you 3 could get away. But why aren't you following the script? We say you're not as good as us, and you actually admit it. So what do we do next? Immortal creatures really are tricky. They know what we're up to, with just one line. "I'm not as good as you." They broke our plan, not leaving us any way out. I'm doomed. Out of the small tree's area of influence, they get weaker and weaker. It's the first time they've felt they're so close to dying. They're really about to die. Not joking this time. But Chun Feng definitely won't let them die. He just picks up the 3 little ones and tosses them back under the tree's protection. That suffocating feeling disappears. Back from the brink of death. Feels so good to be alive. We shouldn't die, right? It'd be a pity if we did. Reporting to you, Senior Immortal. We won't die. But recovering won't be instant. So fake. Don't think about locking us up. You think we're like those 9 bowing humans. Our fallen species has backbone. We'll never be slaves to immortals. Yeah, you'll never make us submit. Fallen creatures will never be slaves.
Idiots.
Ridiculous, hilarious. These 3 fallen creatures, do they really not get what's happening? Were they always this dumb? I used to be scared of such idiots. So embarrassing. You'd better keep that backbone. Backbone. Our fallen kind is famous for being tough. We've got real backbone. The 3 fallen creatures feel. When it comes to backbone, they're rock solid. You think the immortal tossed you back here just to imprison you? The immortal realm is filled with danger, not really suitable for ascenders. We can't leave the area of the Chaos World Tree. Otherwise, we'd instantly die. Look at the seniors around you, you'll see. Of course, the fallen creatures won't listen to this explanation. They all think it's a lie. Cheng Feng looks at the folks in the divine and demonic park. These 3 seem pretty proud. Hard to tame, it looks like. Senior Immortal. No need to worry. No matter how tough they are. A few hunger pangs and they'll give in. I have some experience with taming beasts. I know a thing or two. You think starving us will make us surrender? You really underestimate fallen creatures. We can't die, can't be destroyed. We've already reached the state of not needing food. You're comparing us to lowly creatures that need to eat. Seeing the 3 stubborn little ones, Cheng Feng gets a headache. To learn how to tame pets, Spring Breeze even Googled for advice. How to quickly tame a pet. Beat them, starve them, repeat. If they don't listen, hit them. If they don't obey, starve them. Is there a female pet? Can you do a health check? That guy on floor 5. I've been watching you for a while. I used to think you were human. Turns out you're not even human. Yeah, floor 5 guy is definitely suspicious. Every time the O posts, he always asks if there's any females. Now he's even into animals. Spring Breeze just shrugs. Ignores the online arguments. Bunch of cattle and horses. Alright, let's starve them then. Feeding and caring always depends on the subject. With fallen creatures acting so arrogant. If you still hand them benefits. Isn't that just like being a backup when chasing girls? No different than being a simp. And I don't want to be a simp. So I'll starve them first. Starve us all you want. If I ever surrender, I'll take your last name. I don't want a little animal sharing my name. What would that make me? Also a little beast. After a whole day of fuss, it's finally dinner time. Chang Feng ignores the fallen creature's vows. Starts cooking. Now that he got 200,000, money's not tight anymore. So there's plenty of food at home. Especially beef, chicken breast, eggs, shrimp, and other high-protein foods. He slices up 3 pounds of beef, boils them and adds 5 eggs, 10 shrimps, plus a bunch of veggies, like lettuce, cabbage, tomatoes. Makes a bunch of dishes. Just lately, as his power grows, Chang Feng's appetite has shot up. After cooking, he grabs the food and heads to the garden. The 9 saints rush forward as soon as they see it. Thank you for your generosity, immortal master. Don't worry too much about all the formalities. Just focus on eating. After replying politely, the little ones dug in right away. Meanwhile, the 3 fallen creatures were so hungry, their stomachs were growling. They really didn't expect that after entering the immortal realm, they'd actually lose a power. Is there anything edible around here? It's pure torture, looking at the food in front of Cheng Feng and the 9 sages. All that delicious smell and color. It was just mesmerizing. Black Keelan swallowed hard. His stomach was rumbling loudly. His face turned red with embarrassment. Yeah, he felt pretty awkward. My friends, are they trying to shake our resolve? We absolutely can't fall for it. That's what we say, but the desire in his eyes was all too obvious. He just wanted to jump onto the plate and wipe out all that food. Of course. We're proud fallen creatures. How could we waver over a little bit of food? Filong is literally drooling, but still pretending not to care. No way a bit of food could shake our resolve. But honestly, those dishes, they really seem so nourishing. That's real energy food. Look at the 9 sages. They're literally glowing as they eat. 3 pairs of eager eyes stared longingly. If their willpower weren't so strong, they would have already pounced. Chang Feng noticed their reactions out of the corner of his eye and secretly laughed, talking big about willpower, huh? And about resolve? Have you seen yourselves? You can barely hold your drool. Let's see how long you guys can hold out. Chang Feng was amused, so he ate even slower. Let's see how I break you guys. That was the slowest meal he'd ever had, chewing thoroughly, fully enjoying every bite. For the 3 fallen creatures, this was just a total ordeal. A real painful ordeal. The 9 sages couldn't eat much at all. They were full after just a few bites. It was just too much. Any more and they'd burst. All the remaining food ended up in Cheng Feng's belly. All done eating. Back to the Holy Grail. Yeah, we're finished. Are you full? Yeah, can't eat anymore. Alright then, I'll go clean up now. Make sure all the dishes are spotless. Not a single crumb left. The 3 fallen creatures watched, desperate. Seriously, they looked just like 3 sad little kittens. If you want something, just say so. We won't eat a single bite from you. We'd rather starve. That's right. But honestly, they'd already kind of wavered inside. Still, their pride wouldn't let them admit it. Hey, what stubborn spirits. Chang Feng really didn't look back this time. He just turned and left. Not sure if it was on purpose or not. But he walked to the edge of the field and dumped a few crumbs left over, all into the field as fertilizer. The three fallen creatures were absolutely gutted. Such a waste of good stuff. Really a huge waste. Those crumbs could have filled our bellies. Or maybe even helped us level up. The three fallen creatures realized everything in the immortal realm is a treasure. Otherwise, the 9 sages couldn't have leveled up so fast. Just one meal from Chengfeng, and the 3 of them could sense. The 9 sages' power had grown a lot stronger. They felt even more pressure now. But Chengfeng wasn't in a hurry to tame them. There's an old saying, haste makes waste. No rush, take it slow. I have all the time I need. After finishing, Chengfeng sat at the edge to meditate, circulated his power twice, and went to sleep as night fell. Next morning, he came back to the divine demon paradise with a hot breakfast. And the 3 fallen creatures were hungry again after a whole night. Their stomachs were not happy. For breakfast, I brought out boiled eggs and fresh milk. Let's see how you 3 deal with this one. When Chengfeng walked into the field with breakfast, he saw the 3 fallen creatures slumped at the barrier, mumbling and looking defeated. I realized I can't rule the world like before anymore. That old drive to overpower the immortal domain and crush the giants all faded away. Here in this world, I'm way weaker than I thought. Now I can only live on the outer edge of the life tree. No way to ever reach the inner circle. Last night, we got attacked by some terrifying creature. Yeah, a fight with that chaos beast. If the 9 sages hadn't stepped in, that chaos beast would have finished us. We probably would have died in the immortal realm. Way stronger than a regular ascendant. We're nothing but ants in this world. Even one chaos beast is almost too much for us. Let alone that giant star titan. Looking back, can't believe we were so cocky, trying to challenge that titan. Even bragged about taking down immortals. We were total jokes. No wonder Chengfeng was so blunt with us. He wasn't being rude or insulting us on purpose. He was just stating facts. We were just way too sensitive. Felt like our pride got stabbed. After getting schooled all night, I realized even more. In this world, you don't survive without a giant's protection. There's no way. If the chaos beasts don't get you, you'll starve anyway. It's really hard for anyone immortal to survive here. No wonder the 9 sages rely on the giant. Go off on your own, and you'll end up as bones like the other ascenders, just like the last group from the Cancun realm. The 3 fallen creatures were truly scared now. They were stubborn, but stubborn needs to make sense. Stubborn with brains. Blind stubbornness is just foolish. You'll get yourself locked up for nothing. Chengfeng brought breakfast over again. He obviously didn't know about the change in their hearts. He just thought they were still trying to act tough, refusing to see reality.
He didn't even look their way.
Just went right to the 9 sages. All right, breakfast time. Those 3 fallen creatures probably won't give in that easy. They're fallen creatures after all, famous for being stubborn. No way they'd change in just one night. That's not like them at all. That's what Chengfeng thought. How would he know? The 3 fallen creatures have already surrendered. They're just looking for an excuse to join me. Thank you, immortal, fellow cultivators. Let's eat. We haven't had anything all night. I'm really getting hungry. Come on, let's dig in. The 9 great sages come together, chatting and laughing. They leave their own caves, filled with laughter along the way. Everyone's having a good time. The atmosphere is lively. Today's breakfast is eggs. Someone gave me these chickens to repay a favor. It said these chickens lay special eggs. He's raised them for 2.5 years. Now he's giving me their eggs to eat. They're really nutritious. They're a bit different from regular eggs. Everyone, give them a try. This is some good stuff. Honestly, I'm curious. The chaotic monsters in this world are so strong. So how do these chickens compare in power to those chaos demon boars that hunted us down? A chicken is 100 times stronger than that spider. Actually, maybe even more. 100 spiders couldn't take down one chicken. The little guys were even more shocked by that. Even 100 chaos demon boars couldn't kill a chicken. That demon boar gave the little guys a huge trauma. In their minds, the chaos demon boar was already super strong. And this chaotic chicken is even stronger. Hard to even imagine. These super powerful monsters are just poultry raised by the giants of the immortal realm. Their eggs are food for immortals. That's insane. Really incredible. The little guy's big, shining eyes are full of even deeper awe. Having that kind of power in the immortal realm means you're a major player, maybe even the boss. On the side, the three fallen creatures who've been secretly watching also see Changfeng pretty much like the 9 sages do. This huge immortal is definitely a dominating powerhouse. A smooth white boiled egg sits on a plate, way taller than all the little people. The 9 of them can't even finish one. Don't waste the milk either. This is even crazier. Milk from a demon cow is super nourishing too. He explains it in words they understand. Their eyes shine even brighter. With all his introduction, this ordinary breakfast became some kind of miracle tonic. The 9 great sages chomp on the egg whites, washed down with pure white milk. Even after biting for a while, they've only made a small dent in the egg, revealing the golden yolk inside. On the other side, the 3 fallen creatures' stomachs rumble, growling non-stop. But they're too proud to ask for food. Changfeng can only watch them drooling, watching everyone else feast. Man, I'd kill for a taste of that. Chickens and phoenixes are related. If I could just eat some of these immortal realm eggs, I'd totally evolve. Man, I want to eat so bad. If you could eat with your eyes, the plate would already be empty. Changfeng watches happily. The 3 fallen creatures shiver inside. They make up their minds. Just ask us to give in. Just say the word. Give us a way out. And we'll give up. We'll surrender. Just say something. Give us some face. Just invite us over. We'll follow you. The 3 of them have all decided. If Changfeng says one word, they'll immediately change their minds and join him. But Changfeng didn't call out to them. He just watched them with a smile. These 3 really have some pride. I shouldn't make it too easy for them to surrender. Better let them wait a bit. Gotta take it slow. Step by step. Let them go hungry a bit longer. See how things go. No rush anyway. If the 3 fallen creatures could hear what Chun Fen was thinking, they'd probably cry. We're really not that stubborn. We're just pretending. Just say it. Say one word.
Tell us to surrender.
And we'll surrender. We're easy to talk to. Seriously, just say it. Try it if you don't believe us. Such a shame. Chun Feng has no idea what they're really thinking. He thinks those 3 are just too proud. He doesn't think they'll give in that easily. How could he know? They've already given up. After eating and drinking, there's a bit of food left. Chun Feng glances at the 3 fallen creatures. Their eyes instantly light up with hope. Here it comes, finally. Just say one word, and we're with you. Come on, just ask. Just say it. They're all hoping Changfeng speaks, thinking this is their chance. But Changfeng just gives them a look. I was going to invite you to eat, but knowing you, I'm sure you'd turn your nose up at it. If I offered, you'd feel insulted. Forget it then. Guess I won't embarrass myself. Hope you 3 figure it out soon. In this world, going hungry can really mean death. After saying that, Changfeng leaves with his tray. The 3 fallen creatures are totally confused. They really thought this was their chance. All Changfeng has to do is throw them a bone. They'd pretend to refuse, and then give in. Everyone would be happy. But Changfeng says they're too proud, and that giving them food would insult them. He's made it impossible for them to back down. He put them on a pedestal. Now they're too embarrassed to act weak. He basically poisoned them. It hurts so much inside. They're about to cry. You never even asked. How do you know we wouldn't say something? Why do you think we wouldn't agree? How is it insulting us? We don't feel insulted at all. Can't you just insult us a little? Honestly, we're starving here. It's been 2 or 3 meals already. The 3 can't lower their pride. Changfeng has no idea they're just pretending to be tough. And he doesn't care what they're thinking, honestly. To be honest, I just think these 3 beasts are interesting to watch. Maybe keeping them around will look cool. It's not like I have to make them surrender. If they're really willing to starve to death, there's nothing I can do. In this world, only murder can fix things. If they want to kill themselves, nothing can be done. He gives the leftover scraps to the chickens in the cage, washes the dishes. Changfeng heads out to the fields.
He sits on a big rock in the field.
and cultivates in the morning sun. This technique doesn't have a name yet. Let's just call it Wuming Tiangong. Chang Feng trains under the sunlight, and his cultivation gets faster and faster. It doesn't even take 3 hours now. He can finish 2 cycles in one morning. Each cycle he finishes, his body changes a bit, his blood and bones are transformed. I think I noticed something. When I was running the second full cycle, while Chen Feng was moving that internal energy, he noticed some odd things in his body. They seemed like inert substances. These things were mixed in his energy channels and blood, spread all over his body. Every time internal energy passed through that inert substance, it got stuck, like a tiger trapped in mud, moving slow. This is what's slowing me down so much. Every time I go through those spots, it takes a really long time to break through. If I could get rid of this inert stuff, wouldn't that make me faster? Chen Feng didn't even notice it himself, but without realizing it, he had gone from just following the steps, copying everything by rote, to becoming someone who could think for himself. That's a big step forward. It means as he moves further along this path, he can now sum up what he's learned. He's become a real cultivator now. But how do I get rid of this inert stuff? Thinking can't beat trying it. Lack of experience. So let's just try it out for real. Chen Feng closed his eyes and focused. He used his internal energy to wrap the inert stuff, trying to shake it loose. But this inert stuff clung to him like a leech, sticking tightly to him, almost like a part of his own body. Hard to shake off. Is this stuff impossible to remove? Born with it. And it's always there, like shame. I'll ask the 9 saints at lunch. Chen Feng gave it everything he had, but nothing happened. He was about to give up, when he realized the inert stuff actually broke off a tiny piece. Thanks to the surge of energy he pushed out, he managed to separate a little bit from his body. Hey, it worked! He quickly focused, and used his energy to move the inert stuff through his energy channels towards his intestines. He wanted to use his large intestine to get rid of it. But even just moving that tiny bit of inert stuff, it took him a full hour, just to get it to the spot it could be dealt with. And Chen Feng was totally wiped out, sweating buckets. But what surprised him was, after clearing out even that little bit of inert stuff, when energy moved through that spot, the way was wide open. He wondered if it was all in his head. But he felt like his body was a lot looser. If he ran his cultivation technique again, it should definitely be faster now. Just cleaning up a bit of that stuff. And it already feels like this. If I cleared it all, who knows how that would feel? Would I eventually only need 1 minute to complete a whole cycle of my cultivation? And my body would be flexible as lightning. This nice surprise made Chen Feng super happy. But he didn't keep training. Instead, he looked at the sky. Time for lunch. I wonder what those 3 beasts are up to. Whatever, I won't think about them. Just let things happen. Lunch is important. Braised beef, tomato, shrimp, pig heart soup, white rice, and cabbage. That's a feast. Everything looks and smells great. Just the smell makes you feel refreshed. Chen Feng and the 9 saints enjoyed sharing it, eating till the oil dripped down their chins. It looked so good, you couldn't help yourself. Chen Feng still ignored the 3 fallen beasts. Those 3 are real tough guys, not the type to give in easily. But those 3 beasts were looking more miserable than ever, not because Chen Feng and the others were annoying, but because they were just so hungry. Back in the lower realm, they could go without food without caring. They'd already reached the stage of fasting. They hadn't eaten for who knows how many years. But once they reached the immortal realm, their energy needs skyrocketed. Even just breathing burned up a lot of energy, so now they had to eat. It totally caught them off guard. Their bodies weren't big, so they didn't have much stored energy. A single day without food was too much for them, especially since each one is only as big as a fist. I'm not exaggerating. They were starving and miserable. They could only lie weakly at the edge of the barrier, watching Chen Feng and the others eat and eat. It was pure torture. And what made it worse? These 10 people not only kept eating, they kept talking about how good everything tasted. How good? What's the point of that? It made those 3 beasts even hungrier. This is so good. Haha. This beef has to be from a fearsome, immortal beast. Just a bite, and I feel my energy exploding, almost about to break through. This is top-tier energy food. You could never get this in the lower world. It's just too tasty. It's on the level of magic elixirs. Whoever gets to eat this is truly lucky. This is a blessing for 3 lifetimes. The smell alone would wake up anyone's appetite. Obviously, they said all that for the 3 beasts to hear. The 3 fallen beasts felt even more miserable. We want to eat too. We want to give in too. But what that giant said earlier, shut our path to surrender. We just can't bring ourselves to beg. What do we do? Chanfeng had no idea about this. He saw the 3 proud beasts, lying there totally unmoved, as if they didn't care to talk to him or the others, not even wanting to lift a paw. Total contempt. Isn't that just being stubborn? Yep, fallen beasts are truly just that way. Strong-willed. Looks like they really won't give in. No point in persuading them. Look how cold and proud they are. They'd rather die than surrender. Look at that unbreakable pride. No wonder they're fallen beasts. But really, they're just starving. So hungry they won't even lift their heads. After eating, Chanfeng cleaned up the dishes and took away the leftovers as usual. While the 3 beasts watched longingly, he left with the food. They really wanted to beg for some, because they couldn't take it anymore. But in the end, they just couldn't say the words. Too embarrassed and shy. When Chanfeng was out of sight, they started regretting it. What's face worth anyway? Can you eat your pride? So much regret. If I had another chance, I'd definitely ask for some food. Maybe there's still hope. If he comes back, we'll say what we really want. He has to come back after putting the dishes away, right? He should at least check one more time. They looked forward to that moment. No more hesitation. No more holding back. But after Chanfeng put the dishes away, he didn't come back at all. Didn't even stop for a nap. Just started cultivating again. After seeing the benefits of clearing out inert matter,
He didn't rush to do more training.
but kept using energy to peel away the inert stuff in his body. I believe this will help my future a ton. At key points, there are 300 to 400 spots of this inert stuff. Completely clearing them might take 10 to 15 days, but if I manage to clear the important spots, my cultivation speed will go way up. This is a positive cycle. One afternoon, he cleared out 15 points. He felt lighter overall. Stronger too. His practice speed shot up. Now it only takes around 2 hours. He can complete 1 cycle. Turns out chasing bad luck is the quickest shortcut for cultivation. Let's see what happens if you clear all the lazy stuff from your meridian path. What will happen? Dinner time. Chanfeng looks the same as always.
He was in a good mood cooking today.
He made a chicken stew. The whole chicken, no chopping. Chicken and chicken broth. You can eat the meat. He added all kinds of tonics to the soup, like ginseng and more.
He brought the dishes to the divine demon paradise.
Now the 3 fallen creatures truly lost it. They're about to starve to death. Giant. Immortal elder. We surrender. We're willing to submit. Please give us something to eat. We're seriously starving. We're conquered. The 3 fallen creatures' eyes turned red. When they saw Chanfeng arriving, they were like 3 little puppies, seeing their owner return after ages. The instant he opened the door, the 3 puppies jumped at Chanfeng. They scrambled over from the barrier, rushing to Chanfeng's feet. No more playing hard to get. No more weighing up the pros and cons. No more mind games. All they wanted was a bite. They had no strength left to fly. They crawled with their last bit of energy. Seeing the 3 fallen creatures go nuts, Chanfeng was in total disbelief at first. What are you doing? Weren't you all super tough? Weren't you the day-hard type? What's going on here? I don't believe it. No way. No way you'd submit this fast. I was planning to starve you for another day. Still wondering if I'd make you surrender? Oh, I get it now. You're testing me, trying to mess with me. Once I believe you, you're just gonna mock me for falling for it. You fall for simple tricks, and you still want to talk down to me. How ridiculous. Come on, fallen creatures wouldn't give in that easy. No, that's not what we're thinking. We seriously mean it. Fallen creatures rule their own forbidden grounds. We struck terror into countless beings.
We started dark chaos in the lower world.
Slaughtered countless tribes and races. One look could terrify an army of cultivators. At the end of the immortal path, who stands at the summit?
We fallen creatures stand tall,
What is true strength?
battling the whole world by ourselves.
Even if all cultivators threw themselves at us,
It still wouldn't wipe out our forbidden zone.
you just watch through the ages in silence, looking down on the world like gods. Such badass beings. Yet now you submit for just one meal?
It's only been a day without food.
Since when are fallen creatures this weak? I don't buy it. One day hungry is nothing. Try starving for a little longer and see. Besides, don't you know the wise adapt? Survival makes the old fear death even more. If we weren't afraid, how would we have lasted this long? Wait, no. Immortal Elder, please stop teasing us. We're honestly not lying. We swear by heaven. If we're faking, may lightning strike us. May we die horrible deaths. The Black Killen and the other two really can't hold out.
Those are some brutal oaths.
Swearing by the heavenly Tao is deadly serious to a cultivator. If you go back on it, you'll be struck by heaven. Of course, Chun Feng didn't know any of this. He still didn't buy it. Wow, you lie so well, it almost sounds true. I almost fell for it. Your acting's pretty good, but you won't fool me that easily.
Fallen creatures are the symbol of betrayal.
Sly and cunning. These are the true masterminds.
Poker faces all around. Look how pitiful you all look now.
Since when do fallen creatures make faces like that? You're ancient fiends, acting all pitiful now. Isn't that weird?
Would you believe it?
Boss, we are totally serious. Just trust us. We're really starving here. Give us a bite, and we'll completely submit.
I admit we offended you before. We know we were wrong.
Please stop making it hard for us.
The three fallen creatures practically begged.
They never felt so low in the heaven-earth realm.
Who else made them beg like this?
Usually everyone bows to them. It's been ages. They forgot what humbling yourself felt like. Forgot altogether how to really beg for mercy. The 3B's team kept clinging on. Li Keishuan and the Kunlun Fairy flew over to Chen Feng's side. The supreme holy sword shined bright, pointing at the three fallen creatures to stop them. Otherwise be destroyed. The three stopped talking at once. They didn't dare argue anymore. As time went on, they realized the 9 saints were no longer the same. Keep fighting and they'd be wiped out for real. Immortal Elder, nothing hurts more than when hope is dead. Chun Feng ignored them. What regret.
Why did we have to pretend to be all high and mighty before? Told you to chill out.
But you had to say, I'd rather die than surrender, or whatever. What sense did that make? Yeah, I regret acting all tough too. If I hadn't been so stubborn, we wouldn't be here now. Guess that's what happens when you're young and clueless. We ruined our own path. Young and rash. Well, look where we are now. Now, the Immortal Elder really thinks we're tough. Even if we give in, they won't believe us. Can't do a thing but watch everyone else eat up. And they just keep saying how tasty it is. Explaining how amazing the food is. Talk about torture. You can't even tune it out. You want some? If you do, stop playing hard to get. Hurry up and give in. Surrender and you get good food. Refuse, you'll just keep starving. You think we don't want to? We've already surrendered. You're just not buying it. What can we do? Looking at them all desperate, they went silent. Chun Feng figured nothing would happen today either. So he gathered the dishes and left. Then he spent the night clearing out any remaining lazy stuff inside. Next morning, Chun Feng brought breakfast to the divine demon paradise as usual. This time, as soon as he stepped into the grove, the 3 sluggish fallen creatures ran over. They just grabbed Chun Feng's leg and wouldn't let go. Sage, we surrender. Honestly, we're giving in. Please stop messing with us. We're scared now. If you don't give us food soon, we'll seriously die of hunger. Please give us a meal. We'll pay any price. We honestly submit. Just give us food and a place to stay. As long as we get something to eat, we'll do anything you want. Chun Feng was totally stunned. The 9 sages had never seen fallen creatures act like this. back in the heaven-earth realm. They were so arrogant and fierce. Now they're clinging like pets who won't let go. The 9 sages thought they saw it wrong. Are these really fallen creatures? Why are they so different from what we remember? They won't let go, hugging our legs tight. Plotting again, huh? Will you let go or not? We're not letting go. Either the sage accepts our surrender today, or just kill us. We'd die anyway. Better to die by your hand. We really can't make it till noon. We're starving and our life force is fading. If we don't get energy now, we're dead for sure. We're not playing tricks. If you don't believe us, Sage, you can check our bodies. No kidding, we're about to die of hunger. If things don't go well, Sage, you can take our blood and refine us. Take control of our fate. We've only been hungry for less than 2 days. How did they give in so fast? He has no clue about refining blood. But since the 9 sages nodded, Chun Feng figured it was safe. Where's that wild attitude you had 2 days ago? Didn't you say fallen creatures would never be slaves? Unless there's food and shelter. All right then, I believe you. As for letting Zhu handle things, it's not necessary. No need to make it complicated. If you play tricks, I'll wipe you out anytime. Anyway, you can't leave here. Thanks. Sage, we wouldn't dare mess around. Finally, we get some food. It's just so tough. The 3 fallen creatures giving in count as our own, so we can get food from Chun Feng. Of course, because of their rank, they can't eat right away. They have to wait till Chun Feng and the 9 sages finish. It's a reminder to let them know, even after surrendering, they're not equal to the 9 sages. If they want to eat at the table with everyone, they have to work for it. Besides, it's also their punishment for being rude before. The 3 fallen creatures watched Chun Feng and the others finish their meal, waiting anxiously, drooling non-stop, but staying quietly by the side, waiting till Chun Feng and the others finish before eating. Not sure if this is an insult, that they don't have time to care. All they want is food, just hoping Chun Feng and the others finish fast. During the meal, Chun Feng glanced over now and then. Seeing the 3 fallen creatures waiting obediently, he knew they were basically tamed now. You 3 can eat now. Thank you, Sage. Hearing the command, Black Killen, Black Dragon, Black Phoenix, the 3 fallen creatures were super grateful. They rushed over to the food and started eating like crazy. Didn't care about manners. It was just a regular egg. But for the 3 fallen creatures, it felt like the best food in the world. With every bite, their eyes lit up. It tasted amazing. So this is the food of the immortal world? 1 egg was enough to fill them up? The black Keelan is huge, almost as big as an adult's fist. With an egg in front of them, it's actually not that small for them. Really not tiny. Their appetite is pretty big. But for all 3, 1 egg is too much. The energy in the egg was a pleasant surprise for all 3. It's an egg from an immortal creature. I think I get some of the bloodline rules now. It can awaken our ancient beast power. Wow, what kind of beast laid this egg? What legendary beast's egg is this? The egg works better for the fallen creatures than for the 9 sages, because they're beasts. The black Keelan took a bite of egg white, and energy flowed through its whole body. The fading life force gets instantly replenished, brings him right back to life. All the exhaustion is gone. After so long waiting, they finally get a reward. My phone. The egg yolk has even more energy. Black Phoenix gets the most benefit, even more than Black Dragon and Black Killen. Since an egg is bird origin, it's the same as her true nature. After eating half an egg, she actually laid a chick right away. Everyone was stunned. Chun Feng found it amazing too. Matching origins really offers miraculously good results. Black Dragon and Black Keelan didn't rise a level like Phoenix, but also got huge benefits. Just didn't level up directly. Now they're stuffed. The 3 reluctantly leave, still peeking at the leftover egg. For them, that's like a magic pill. Knowing the egg's benefit, their feeling of unfairness vanishes completely. At first, after surrendering to Chun Feng, they didn't feel fully convinced, kind of felt ashamed. But with the egg, all that disappeared, the benefit they got. If they get that every time, Surrendering is fine. Honestly, they'd give anything. Thank you for your generosity, Sage. We're truly grateful. After the three fallen creatures finished eating, they respectfully bowed. They're sincerely loyal now. No wonder the 9 sages follow you. If we knew your food was this good, we'd have followed you ages ago. The three fallen creatures thought. They wasted 2 days for nothing. Seriously, what were we thinking? If we'd used those 2 days right, we'd probably be even stronger now. Since you want to follow me, we're family from now on. Find a spot near the tree to live. There really aren't that many rules here. Work on cultivation if you need, and live however you want. I won't interfere. As for food, don't worry, you'll always have plenty. But for a house, you'll have to build your own. No problem, Sage. We've prepared for this. With that, Black Kalin took out a small mountain, with 9 peaks on it. The tallest mountain was about 1 to 1.5 meters, around 4 or 5 meters. Chun Feng was stunned. This immortal mountain was massive in the lower world, stretching across countless miles. But now in the immortal world, it shrank automatically. Still, it's big enough for us. Didn't expect this to be the Undying Mountain. Rumor has it the Undying Mountain moves around. There's a great law that hides its presence. Even saints can hardly find a trace. It comes and goes like a ghost. Well, I finally saw it today. This used to be the forbidden zone in the universe ring. That made everyone tremble in fear. None of them have ever seen it. Didn't think I'd see the whole thing in the immortal realm. If you're interested, friend cultivator, you can also move to the Undying Mountain. We're all family here. No need to be polite. That's unnecessary. The 9 saints just shrugged. They're not interested at all. When they saw them take out their treasures, the 9 saints kind of regretted it. Should have moved their own caves up too. Then they'd have great places to live. Who would have thought things would be like this in the immortal realm? Too bad, really. The mountain is nice, but honestly, I'm more interested in you folks' artifacts. Is it like a space ring or something? If I had one of those, I could go grocery shopping, and it'd be way easier. When the 3 fallen beasts heard Chun Feng say that, their cocky looks froze instantly. Seeing their faces, the 9 saints' eyes lit up. They quickly agreed with the immortal elder. They've saved up for ages, so they must have a ton of good stuff. Yeah, in the universe realm, it's known the fallen beasts have the most treasures. If the immortal elder is interested, they definitely want to give them to you. The 9 saints looked on, gloating. The 3 fallen beasts looked bitter. The space gem they have is one of the universe realm's top treasures. A space gem of that level can hold the entire Undying Mountain. Can you imagine how overpowered that is? You guys look pretty troubled. Honestly, Chun Feng doesn't like taking things by force either. If you really can't part with it, then forget it. It's not that we don't want to give it, but if Chun Feng really wants it, and we refuse, isn't that wrong? Guess you're right. A gentleman doesn't force someone to give up what they love. Chun Feng left with his tray. The 3 fallen beasts hesitated, but Chun Feng was already gone. Actually, deep down, they were really nervous, afraid Chun Feng would come after them. But that space gem is just too important. It matters even more than their sacred weapons. That thing. Their whole tribe had to pool their strength, and it took tens of thousands of years to make. It's basically a symbol of their race. Dumbasses? I used to think fallen beasts were super smart, but turns out you're just a bunch of idiots. Guess I overestimated you guys before. With brains like yours, if you didn't rely on some wicked powers to gain more power than saints, you'd be gone by now. Not like you're humans. Feeling those looks of disdain from all 9, the 3 tribes of fallen beasts got pissed. Just 9 human saints, that's all. What makes you all so high and mighty? If you hadn't ascended sooner, you think you could beat us? Here's what I'm saying. If you landed first, even the immortal elder wouldn't care about you. You'd get killed by chaos monsters, starve to death, or wander into forbidden zones and die and disappear. Lady Conlon just went for it. She smacked them with her palm. The 3 fallen beasts staggered from the hit, but first come, first served. No use complaining now. You're all latecomers. Let me teach you some manners. From now on, when we talk, you better listen up, or else you get suppressed. From this day on, disrespect us. and you'll get suppressed. Lady Kunlun looked down on the three fallen beasts. Black Keelan stared at her fiercely. He gave the lady a deadly glare. They didn't give in, but Lady Kunlun just kept beating them down. If Chun Feng hadn't said they couldn't die, you think you'd still be alive? And you still dare give me that look? You're just asking for it. I said I'll suppress you, so I will. In this world, the strong still rule the weak. Chun Feng's at the top. After that, it's all about power. The thing about Kunlun, the lady's not just sacred. She's got no problem killing for treasures. Hand over all your artifacts, or else you'll pay for it. What gives you the right? The immortal elder isn't robbing us. So why can you? Black Keelan wasn't having it. Simply because I'm stronger. The immortal elder isn't robbing you. But there's no rule against me, so why not? As soon as Black Keelan started to say his name, Lady Kunlun stepped on him with her powered-up move and stomped down hard. His whole body sank in. You dare take private action against me? I'll go tell the immortal elder. Oh, forgot to tell you. Life in the immortal realm is actually super free. If I really have to, I won't kill you. But if I did, the immortal elder wouldn't care at all. Well, what are you waiting for? Aren't you guys going to help? Lady Kunlun called the other saints over.
Hey, coming.
Li Qingshuan, the Abyss Demon King, the Green Emperor, the great Xia royals, and more rushed over, and just started beating down the fallen beasts trio, forcing them to hand over all their treasures. Only then did they back off. These 9 human saints are so pushy. Like total bandits. Space gem? Whatever. Elixirs, magical artifacts, secret techniques, you name it. Anything useful or not, they took it all. Just a bunch of old thugs. Fallen beasts. The beast trio just couldn't handle these 9. Their power was off the charts. So strong they couldn't even look them in the eye. What's worse, none of these 9 were any good. They fought rough. You don't hand over your treasures, they'd actually kill you. Didn't care if you lived or died. In the end, everything the beast trio had saved over the ages got completely cleaned out. Don't look so sad. We just saved your lives. Yeah, right. You rob us and call it saving us. Who saves people like that? We called you dumb and you got mad, but look now. You think we actually want your stuff? It's all for the immortal elder. You think you're smart. But let me ask you, you're living here? Did you pay the immortal elder any rent? In other words, this is the immortal elder's turf. Even if he doesn't care, how can you just not pay any rent? Or any favors? You don't bring anything to the table. Then he owes you nothing. If he's in a good mood, maybe he shares his food. If not, he could squash you with a finger, and that's that. If he wants your space gem, you should offer it up with both hands and be grateful for it. You're finally useful to the immortal elder, yet you feel stingy and you still refuse? Wow, you're something else. The immortal elder is hardly ever interested in us. So when it comes to things from the universe realm, once you have a tie of interest with him, he'll care about you. He'll see you differently. Why would he take care of you otherwise? What have you got to offer? Grown-ups all care about interests. Kindness only keeps things going for a while. Real friendships are built on mutual benefit. You guys have lived so long. Did you all waste your lives? You don't get how the world works at all. After hearing the saints say all that, the 3 beasts finally got it, and regretted it so bad. Should have just given the immortal elder something earlier. Man, why were we being so cheap? No wonder people say humans are so cunning. Li Qingshuan and the others actually thought of all this. That's just wild.